What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I hope you are well. I am your girl, Pastor Courage Molina of Dose of Courage Community Church. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you keep coming back, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I help women to build extraordinary faith through the strategic study and application of the Word of God so that they can become bolder, more confident, and courageous enough to be who God has called them to be, do what God has called them to do, and take possession of everything God said they could have. On this channel, I talk about faith, I talk about life, I talk about business. And so if you are here for it, then you are in the right place. Again, go ahead and subscribe. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, I think this morning, so I was thinking, I've been thinking. Listen, so I was thinking this morning, um, you know, really about how I would encourage you on today. And so we're going to be looking at Second Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 10 through 11. And it says, "For even when we were with you, we would give you this command: if anyone is not willing to work, let him not eat. For we hear that some among you walk in idleness, not busy at work, but busy bodies." Yeah, that jukebox spirit is still here. And so what's being said here? First of all, let me say this, that I think that very few people think they're not working. I think if you ask most people if they're working, they're going to say yes. So if I ask you guys, hey, do you feel like you're working? Are you working hard? Most of you are like, yes, you're working. Or you have all these really good reasons why you can't work. You have all these things that you need, or people that you need, or things that you need. And so you can't get it done. But I don't think that when you talk to most people, if you talk to them and ask them, hey, are you working? They're like, no, I'm not working. That's not a thing. We're always talking about how we are working on our task, and we're working towards our goal, and we're doing the best that we can, and we got to do this and we got to do that. But the truth is, it's about an ability to recognize what's work and what's busyness, right? He wants you to be busy at work, but y'all haven't been busy at work. That's what Paul's saying. They've been busy bodies. And so this is the thing. When you think about why you don't have, come on, Jesus, when you think about, why you're not making the progress that you want, when you think about why things aren't working for you, if you are honest about how you are spending your time, I wonder if you will find that you've been busy, being a busybody, really being idle. There are some things where it's like, I'm doing something, but I ain't really accomplishing anything. I have tasks and I have these things that I need to do, but they're not taking me closer to my goal. They're not in alignment with my purpose. So I'm literally just showing up, doing these things every day. Y'all are tinkering around. I don't think that you're sitting around in your homes just chilling, watching Netflix. I don't think that that's what you're doing, but I wonder if you are doing busy work or if you are busy at work. Right? He's saying, for we hear that some among you walk in idleness. Walk is movement. For we hear that some among you walk in idleness. They're not just sitting around doing nothing. They are moving around in their idleness. We find that some of y'all are moving around doing a bunch of stuff, but you're not actually busy at work. How do I know if I'm busy at work? Are the tasks that you're doing from day to day the ones that take up the bulk of your time, the bulk of your plan or your calendar? Are they in alignment with the purpose work that God has called you to do? Is it in alignment with the purpose work that God has called you to do? Or are you busy doing busy work, things that are not going to have a huge impact or a great impact towards your goal or towards what it is you're supposed to be doing? What do I mean? I mean, you're so busy worried about social media that you're not actually building out the program. I mean, you're so busy building out the program that you're not actually serving anybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, you're so busy running after and looking at the people being busy that you're not building what God has called you to build in in this season. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not that the work that you're doing, it's not like you just chilling. I'm not saying that watching Netflix and you shopping, you doing online shopping. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you just strolling on social media. What I'm saying is you're spending a lot of time researching and reading and learning and getting into coaching programs, but then you're not working them. You spend a lot of time, you read that book and did what? That's not work. That's busyness. That is busybodiness. So you've read 10 books this year and you haven't implemented one thing from a book, or you've read 100 books, or you've watched 100 YouTube videos because you needed to learn how to do XYZ, but nothing came from it. You went to a conference, you went to a retreat, you sat in a meeting, and when you left, nothing came from it. All you had was a great idea. So you are busy going from meeting to meeting. You're busy going from book to book. You're busy watching video to video, but it hasn't changed anything. You still haven't made any progress towards your goal. Not did I make progress on my to-do list, because don't nobody care about your to-do list, because all to-do lists ain't good to-do lists. I might have a lot of things on my to-do list, but are those things a good use of my time? Are those things a good use of my time? Yes or no? And by a good use of my time, I mean, is this the work that God has purposed for me to do? Are these goals related to me building my brand, building the ministry, whatever the goals I have set? And are my goals set in alignment with the vision that God has given me for my business, with the vision that God has given me for my ministry, with the vision that God has given me for my life? Or am I just creating these goals because this is what somebody else said my goal should be? When you think about the goals that you are working on, how are they going to impact your vision? And are they the greatest contribution? Not are they just good, but what is going to have the greatest impact? I ask my clients that all the time. What thing is going to have the greatest impact towards your vision, or what thing is going to give you the greatest relief so that you can do something else? Because I recognize that sometimes it's a mind thing. Something's going on in my mind and it's taking up space in my head, so I can't actually do the work. So the best thing I can do is get this thing off my plate, right? Because it's going to give me the greatest relief. If I could get this thing taken care of, then I could actually get back to work. If I could actually get this figured out, then I could get back to the work. So I always ask my clients, what is the thing that's going to have the greatest impact? Not all the things. That's why we only do one to three goals for the quarter. That's why we only do 1 to 3 goals, because we don't need to do all the things. We don't need to do all the things. And when you're talking about work, right? If we stick to this, because this is for entrepreneurs, when we talk about work or business, real talk, you got one goal for the quarter. You got one goal for the next 12 weeks. What is it? What's that one goal for the next 12 weeks? Right? And if I achieve this one goal, it would have the greatest impact. Thank you, Jesus. It would have the greatest impact towards what I'm doing. Right? Because without that, you will get about being busy and abandoning the goals, right? You won't make adjustments. You will get about being busy and abandoning the goals. And so now I'm just doing stuff every day. My schedule, I'm so booked. People love to say they're busy. It's a badge of honor to be busy. It's a sign of success to be busy. I don't agree with that, but that's how people feel. And so one of the things that people say to me all the time is, well, I know you're busy. No, I'm actually not that busy. Now I might not have time to talk to you, but I ain't that busy. I'm not that busy. I don't work on Monday. I'll try my hardest not to work on Friday, except for Freedom Friday. That's kind of it. That's all I want to do on a Friday. I work half a day on Saturday. And even on the days that I do work Tuesday through Thursday, I only work from 6 to 2. Or 6 to 3. I ain't that busy. I'm not. Now I might not take your call, but I'm not that busy. Why? Because I was busy at work and I got my work done. So I'm not fooling around with being idle. I'm not going from thing to thing. It's not a thing for me. I'm not doing that. I mean, it used to be a thing for me, but it's not a thing for me. And he's saying, if you are not willing to work, he didn't say if you aren't willing to be busy. Come on. He said, if you are not willing to work, let him not eat. He didn't say if he not willing to be busy, then he don't eat. Some of y'all are busy, but you ain't working. And I want to talk about this today because I really want these devotionals. I sat here, I knew this was what it was. I knew this is what it was. But I didn't want to do this today because I'm like, I just want to be encouraging. I just want to be like nice and like, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the word for the day. The word for the day is you out here being busy, but you ain't doing no work. That's why you're not eating. That's why it's not working. You're trying to figure out why you are doing all this, how you're exhausted day in and day out, and you're exhausted at the end of the week, and there's nothing's coming from it. It's because you busy, but you're not busy at work. You're busy answering phone calls. You're busy responding to emails. How many of you have like an email business? Your business is in emailing. That's how you get paid. You get paid by the number of emails that you send out. No, bump that. You get paid by the number of emails that you read. How many of you get paid by the number of emails that you read? Like that is a part of your payment structure. How many of you grow your business based on the number of emails that you read? How many of you get more clients based on the number of emails that you read? How many of you? Yeah, you'll spend half your time reading and responding to emails. Right? How many of you get paid by how many profiles you look at on Instagram? How many of you? How many of you get paid by the number of profiles that you look at on IG? But you will spend all day looking on IG, Facebook, responding, waiting to see if somebody responded to your thing, waiting to see if somebody liked it. How many of you are getting paid by those actions, or those actions are actually in alignment with what your goals are, or those actions actually have impact for what you do? How many, like, whose business structure? Who got that business structure? I'm getting paid by the number of emails that I read. No, not a lot of you. Not anybody getting paid by the number of emails that you read. Okay, well, if I'm not being paid by the number of emails that I read, then why are emails dictating my day and my time? If I'm not getting paid by the number of profiles that I look at, then why are they dictating my time? Every time that you are, looking at Instagram, responding to people, how many of you are getting paid by responding to something somebody tagged you in, or because somebody liked your video, or because somebody, responded to your video, and so now you're going to get paid because you respond to them? I'm not saying these things don't need to be done, but I'm saying it's idleness, it's busybody work. I know that that's not God's goal for you. I know that your purpose in life, I know that the purpose that He has created you for is not in responding to people's comments and likes and whatever. I know that ain't it. I know that's not it. How many of you are getting paid to research stuff? Like for every article or book that you read on the same exact topic, you are going to get paid by that. Because I'm not saying don't read. I was just reading. I got a new book I'm reading today. I started it 2 days ago, and I was listening to it this morning before I did this live. So I'm not anti-book. Follow me on Instagram. You see, I read all the time. But you know what else I do? First of all, I ain't read no book that doesn't have anything to do with the work that I do, or isn't going to help me to do the work that I do better. Not on a regular basis. That's entertainment. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be entertained, get entertained, but I'm not spending my workday being entertained. I'm not spending my time, my energy, where I'm supposed to be building something, creating something, growing something, serving people, leading people. I'm not spending that time entertained. Okay. So if I'm listening to a book or something like that, using my time and my energy, and it's not for entertainment purposes, it's for research purposes, then what you better know is I got pen and pencil, or I am making, my mind works differently. I realized that. And so maybe you have to have pen and paper, but I don't always necessarily have to have pen and paper. I just need to be listening. That's the way my mind works. That is the way my brain works. I'm so grateful to God. That is the way my brain works. So if I'm listening to it, I am taking mental notes, and I'm not just taking mental notes on what they said. I'm taking mental notes on what I need to do based on what they said. I am creating a strategy and or plan. I am asking myself questions. I am making an agenda in my mind for my next think session. Okay, what are my goals? Let me revisit my goals, and who do I need to help me accomplish those goals? And do I recognize that I'm going to need better who's in my life? People who are highly skilled at the thing that I'm trying to pass off or that I need to pass off. I have got to find those people. You know where I got that from? This morning from listening to this book. And so that is the work that I can do. But I'm not I'm not wasting my time reading. That's idleness. I don't care if it's a noble activity. Oh, I'm in another program I'm doing. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm all about, because I'm in another book. I'm in another program. I'm going to another event. Like, I'm here for it. My question is, how does that change what you do when you get back to the house, when you get back to the building, when you get back to your office, when you get back to work? Oh, it doesn't? That's idleness. That's not being busy at work. Stop passing off procrastination and distractions as work. Just because it's work for other people doesn't mean it's work for you. It's only work for you if you're using it. For even when we were here with you, we would give you this command. If anyone is not willing to work, let them not eat. I'm like, oh, I got to go to work. Man, don't work, don't eat. If anyone is not willing to work, not if anyone is not willing to be busy. Everybody willing to be busy, look busy, sound busy. If anyone is not willing to work, let him not eat. This is what you don't know. This is what a lot of people don't know. Maybe you know it. Maybe you already know this. You are actually you you actually are getting back, right? You are getting paid, you are getting fed, right? Based on the task that are actually associated with the work and the goal that you do. Those are the only tasks that are going to bring things in. Now I realize there are other things that you have to do. I have a list of to-dos. I have a list of to-dos. Some of those to-dos are not going to bring in anything for me, but they're going to maintain the crops that I have, right? So some of you already have a business, you already have some things. And so there are some things that you need to do to maintain what you have. Right. I already got this thing, I already have these people. So I need to maintain. I have 2 coaching programs that are running right now. Courageous Living Mastermind. There are things that I need to do for Courageous Living Mastermind to maintain the clients that I have. They're not going to get me any new clients. Okay. But it's important, right? So it's not idle work. It's important work. It's going to be to maintain the clients that I have. And then I have some things on my list. Courageous Faith membership. That is what I need to do to maintain the clients that I have. But the rest of the stuff that I have on here, those things are all about growth. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28. Of the 28 tasks, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, 34. Of the 34 tasks, because I have 34 tasks on my to-do list for the week. Are you with me? Are you following this? I want you to see what I'm saying to you. Of the 34 tasks that I have to do for the week, that I have to do, not that I have to do, that I have, of the 34 tasks, only 6 of them are maintaining. Only 6. Only 6 of them are maintaining. You know what things I don't even have on here? I don't have things like post on social media. That's not even on the list. I know it's important to post on social media, but I have a scheduler so that I can work and not be busy. If you listen, let me tell you something. If it can be automated by some type of system and you are still doing it, that literally makes no sense. I mean, you need to have a really good reason why it's not like I don't have send out, encouraging email. Like I don't have that on my list. I don't have Facebook or Instagram on this list. I never have Facebook and Instagram on the list. Um should I say never? Yeah, never. Now sometimes maybe 3 or 4 times a year, maybe 3 or 4 times a year, I have create new graphics and posts for social media. 3 or 4 times a year, I have that. And I do that and I put them in the scheduler and then I'm done. I don't need to put on my calendar to check Facebook. Why? Because when I'm not working, I'm going to scroll on Facebook. Because when I'm sitting in the backyard, I'm going to scroll on Instagram. So if people have commented or shared or said something on my post, then that's the time that I'm going to do it. I don't need to schedule that during my workday like I'm actually working. Stop. I don't need to do that. I know that's just a rabbit hole waiting to happen, right? I don't need to do that. I'm creating my reels on Saturday, right? And then at the end of my workday, I'm posting a reel if I'm going to post a reel. I don't have that type of stuff. That never makes my calendar. Why? Because that's really idleness. That's really busybodiness. If you have posts on social media, please take that off. Just take it off. All right? Like, just take it off. The only thing you should be doing at the end of your workday, during your work hours, is checking your email. And if you're going to go to your email, you need to go to it during the middle of the day because you got something don't be scrolling. Go straight to the search bar and search it. Why? Because this is why you're busy, but you're not at work. This is why we're busy, but we're not at work. I have 34 tasks for the week. Only 6. Do you hear me? Only 6 of the 34 tasks that I have for this week are not about growth. They're not about attracting new clients, not about growing the ministry, not about growing as a pastor or as a Bible teacher. Only 6 are not about growth of 34. I wonder what your planner looks like. I wonder when you look at your planner, right? If you were to take a highlighter, take a green highlighter, make it green, okay? If you were to take a green highlighter or a green marker or green pen, right? Growth, growing, green, that guap, as the kids say, right? Guacamole. If you would take that green and you would just put a square, trace, underline, or circle the things that are in alignment with your goals. And these are the things that are going to help me to grow. These are tasks that I have to do if I'm going to grow. What are my tasks? Outlining the sermon. If I don't outline the sermon, then the sermon is not that fire. And if the sermon is not that fire, I'm not going to be able to attract new people, right? That's not about maintaining the people that I have. Outlining the sermon is not about maintaining the people that I have. Outlining the sermon is about getting new people, growing the ministry, right? I need to update this Friday email with a link to something. Growth, that's going to get more people registered for this event that I have coming up, right? That email goes out on Friday. I need to make sure the link to that thing is there, right? If you don't have the link already, then you wasn't at church on Saturday. All right, you wasn't at church on Saturday. If you don't have a link, you wasn't at church on Saturday. But updating that email is about getting new people to register, right, for the event that I'm having. I need to do my freebie outline. Why? Because I got a sales funnel, and that sales funnel is going to be automated, and that freebie is going to be the thing that I use with automation, with an ad to do what? Grow my business, grow the community, grow courageous disciples. So that's why I need to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like Saturday live stream. If I don't live stream, I'm like the people ain't gonna be able to find me. That's why I have to be on YouTube. You know, last year we just did Zoom. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every single thing. Oh, a lot. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them are not growth. I just read this right here. This ain't growth right here. This ain't got nothing to do with growth. That's maintenance. So 7 out of 34 are maintenance. The rest, all related to growth, all related to my goal, all of them. And I got one goal right now. I got one goal. And my one goal is to, well, I guess technically it's 2 goals, is to get to 1,000 subscribers on email and on YouTube. That's my one goal. Get to 1,000 subscribers on my email list and 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? That's the goal. That's it. I don't have no other goals for work. 1,000 subscribers for YouTube, 1,000 subscribers for the email list. So I know that the work I'm doing, because I had a vision and the way that I do goal setting, the way we do goal setting and Courageous Faith membership, I know that these goals are in alignment with the vision because I don't create a strategy of goals or steps or tasks without putting the vision at the top of the paper. How else can I decide what's essential and what's non-essential? How? Oh, okay. All right, that's what I thought. Well, I know that I want to be the most effective and engaging Bible teacher on the planet. Well, how does that happen if people never heard of me? That means I need to grow my YouTube channel because I know that's where people search. I know that I want to have 500 disciples come through Courageous Discipleship 1. Well, I know that happens when they're on my email list. So I need to grow my email list. Well, how do you grow your email list? Oh, by having a freebie that you can have and promote and put on an automation. Boom, 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 boom. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all busy, but you're not busy at work. And so what I want you to consider, this one, I'm gonna give y'all homework today. Okay, I'm gonna give you some homework today. I want you to write down what your one goal is. Your one goal is. Write that down. What your one goal is and just choose one goal. This would have the greatest impact, right? This would have the greatest impact towards your goal, towards your overall goal, right? I want you to write that down. Your life vision. I want you to write down the one goal that you're working on right now, okay? And then when you write down the one goal that you have right now, I want you to have that goal in mind. All right. And then I want you to look at your calendar for the week. The thing that you have planned, your planner. I want you to look at your planner for the week. And I want you to circle or highlight all of the most essential things, okay, that are going to help towards that goal. Okay, all of the actual essential things that are going to help towards that goal. I want you to do that and see what is the ratio of the tasks that you have that are essential for your goal and that are non-essential for your goal. I'm not saying they're not important. I'm saying they're non-essential for your goal, though. All right. I pray that this has challenged you. I want y'all to eat out here in these streets. I want y'all to eat. And if you would like to join an amazing community where we are out here eating in these streets, then I want you to join Dose of Courage Community Church. If you're not a part of the group on Facebook, I'd love for you to join us. Join our amazing community. You can go to bit.ly/Dose of Courage Community. If you have not liked the video, go ahead and like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys back here tomorrow at 6:45 a.m. for our morning devotional for entrepreneurs. All right. I love you guys. Later.